Three-dimensional design is a practical, creative subject. Pupils who wish to develop into confident risk-takers should consider opting for this GCSE. You'll be learning through experience whilst experimenting with prototypes, exploring themes like architecture, sculpture, set design, landscaping, or jewellery design. It's about designing objects that serve a purpose or solve a problem for the consumer. You'll learn vital, transferable skills such as critical understanding, research, and presentation skills. These are skills that are in high demand in a wide variety of careers. If you're an inquisitive individual intrigued by problem solving, then this is the course for you.
Art and design is an opportunity to develop personal and meaningful visual outcomes. Pupils have ownership over their own individual creative projects and the chance to steer the direction of their own investigations. It includes critical understanding, research and presentation expertise, which are all vital transferable skills. If you're a curious, inquisitive individual intrigued about the big wide world, then this is the course for you. Art and design is a practical and creative subject. Pupils who wish to develop into confident risk takers and enjoy learning through experience whilst experimenting with a range of processes should consider opting for this GCSE. Pupils with an enthusiasm for visual literacy who are keen to explore through their own drawing, printing, painting and creating will find this a fulfilling option. Although demanding in your time outside of school from the very start of the course, this is an option that can play an important part in balancing positive mental health. Art and design will benefit you if you wish to pursue a career that involves an element of creativity or practical ability, and if you wish to develop your research, presentation, evaluation, or critical understanding skills, which are in high demand in a wide range of careers.
Computer Science GCSE. This new up-to-date qualification reflects the fast-changing world of computer science. It will help you to develop the computational skills you need for an exciting digital future beyond the classroom, with an exciting practical focus on real-life programming, developing skills relevant to the future. If you have an interest in computer programming and how computers are built and work, you will find computer science is a subject for you. The computing theory covers many areas, including computational thinking, representation of data, including binary and hexadecimal, hardware and software, and computer networking, and the impact of computing on the modern society and community. It also covers cybersecurity. 50% of the assessment in computing is programming, using Python. So anyone considering the course should have an interest in computer programming and a good understanding of basic maths. If you're planning on studying computing-related courses in further or higher education, or considering a career in STEM subjects, you would find this course useful. Speak to me if you want any further information. Thank you.
English language as a subject is compulsory at GCSE. All pupils will therefore undertake a GCSE in English language, and it will make up 1/2 of their overall English GCSE. English language encourages our learners to develop knowledge and skills in reading, writing and critical thinking whilst they are exposed to a range of standalone extracts that will cover a range of different topics. The course requires pupils to sit 2 different exams for English language, both of which will have a reading element to them and a writing element. Section A in both papers will require the pupils to analyse and write about extracts responding to questions, and Section B will focus solely on their writing skills, asking pupils to write and demonstrate the skills that cover fiction and non-fiction writing. Following their GCSEs in English, pupils could opt to take an A-level in English language and/or literature. They could then go on to study university courses such as English, English literature, English and creative writing, and drama and English. For any further information on English language, please contact myself as Head of English or any member of the English team. Thank you. English literature is compulsory at GCSE, and therefore all pupils will undertake a GCSE in English literature. It makes up the other half of their English GCSE. Pupils will read a wide range of texts fluently and with good understanding. They will study the text in full and be able to analyse and discuss key aspects of each one, which will include the character, the plot, the context, and the writer's craft. For English literature, the core text will be taught to pupils across both Year 10 and Year 11 during their lesson time. Pupils will then sit 2 exams and answer the questions that are relevant to the text they have studied only. Pupils will study a pre-19th century novel, a modern text, a Shakespeare play, and an anthology of poetry. In a similar fashion to English language, pupils can go on to take their A-levels in English, and university options will be similar. Careers that could come from studying English may include being a primary or secondary school teacher, an author, a career in journalism, publishing, arts administration, events management, or advertising. For further information, contact myself as Head of English or any member of the English team. Thank you.
So for Geography GCSE, we're going to be looking at the AQA exam board. We've chosen this exam board because it's got a really, really good mix of geography that you studied before and new topics as well. So it's broken down into 3 papers. The first 2 papers are an hour and a half. They make up 75% of your exam. Now, one of the papers is physical geography. So for those of you who like looking at things like tectonic hazards, rivers, coasts, all of those sorts of aspects, that's that paper. Paper 2 is human geography. So again, those who like the development or the population side of geography, that's more focused around that area. The third paper is slightly different. You have a pre-release booklet, which we go through in class together, so you know inside out. And we also have to take you on 2 days field trips. With this, you then get examined on what you did on your field trip, your results, and the pre-release booklet in paper 3. The Geography GCSE is suitable for anyone who, first of all, already enjoys the subject, but also anyone who wants to find out a little bit more about the world around them, understand why societies are like they are, or why things are happening in the news. Unlike your Key Stage 3, all your case studies are going to be much more relevant. They have to be within the last 5 years. So it's all really up to date, it's always changing, and each year you'll be learning something new that might have just happened in the news. With regards to where geography can take you, it's a humanities subject, so it's more the skills that you're building. You are building skills that you can write essays, you are building skills where you can take evidence and you can come to your own conclusion. You'll be suitable to go on to A-levels, to apprenticeships, onto a degree if you wish. Some of the jobs that you might like for geography, you could be anything from a landscape gardener, town planner, air traffic controller. There's loads of different jobs that geography leads you into. It's a quite sought after qualification and degree. Geography GCSE is really interesting. It's suitable for those who don't necessarily like the long essay answers, but are really good at remembering their facts. We want to know dates, we want to know numbers, and we want to know your case studies. But if you've got any other questions, you can either email myself or you can have a look on the AQA website under GCSE Geography.
History is aimed at people who enjoy learning about the past and putting their opinions onto paper, supported by facts. In your exam paper, there will be a series of questions that will focus on your analytical skills as well as your source analysis skills. During the 2 years of study, we will look at 4 different time periods. The first one will be Elizabethan England, Britain and health, so looking at the development of medicine, Germany from 1890 until 1945, and then conflict and tension in Asia between 1950 and 1975, which focuses on the Korean War and conflict in Vietnam. Following on from your GCSEs, you could decide to take history for A-level and then take it at university. When you're at university, you could take ancient history or you could just take modern history. If you need any further information, then please don't hesitate to ask me or speak to your class teacher.
A Maths GCSE is an option that everyone will be taking. It's made up of 7 different topics, which include number, algebra, geometry, probability, ratio, statistics, and proportion. If you enjoy Maths at GCSE, there are loads of different pathways you might choose to go down afterwards. This would include an apprenticeship in subjects such as business, finance, IT. You might choose to do an A-level in maths, further maths, physics, and after that you might decide to do a degree, and you could do these in mathematics, computing, economics, or business.
Pearson GCSE Music is intended for students with a passion for music in all its forms. You do not necessarily need to be able to play an instrument already, but you will need to be able to perform 2 pieces as close to grade 4 standard as possible. You will learn about performance and develop musical and technical skills on the instrument that you play or your voice, and this is assessed in year 11 of the course through a performance as a soloist and as a member of an ensemble. You will develop skills in writing music and compose 2 contrasting pieces, a free composition in year 10 and a composition to a brief during year 11. Finally, there will be a listening exam at the end of the course that will focus on 8 set pieces of music. When you finish studying GCSE music, you can go on to study A-level music, or A-level music technology, or you could choose from a number of BTEC courses. If you wish to find out more information about the GCSE course, please do feel free to come and chat with me or look at the website.
Core PE is a compulsory part of the Key Stage 4 curriculum. It is solely practical based and pupils will not gain a GCSE from Core PE. In addition to Core PE, pupils can opt to study GCSE PE, which will give the pupils an additional qualification. The course is aimed at those pupils that are interested in both the practical and theoretical elements of physical education in sport, fitness and also well-being. The course content will cover applied anatomy and physiology, the effects of physical training, sports psychology, socio-cultural influences and also health, fitness and well-being. The course is weighted 60% on the theoretical knowledge of physical education through 2 written examinations and 40% on practical performance in sport. Pupils will be assessed on their practical performance in 3 different activities: 1 team sport, 1 individual sport, and then 1 activity of your choosing, either team or individual based. They will be also assessed on their ability to analyse and evaluate performance to bring about improvements. Following the completion of GCSE PE, this could lead you to complete further education in physical education through A-levels or other vocational qualifications, and then also on to university where you'll find an extremely wide variety of courses on offer relating to sport, health, fitness and well-being. We are confident that the course we have chosen for GCSE PE will inspire and challenge our pupils to do their best and allow them to create the stepping stones necessary for further education and a career, hopefully, in sport and physical activity.
For RE GCSE, we'll be studying the OCR exam board. The OCR exam board is broken into 2 sections and 3 exams. The first section is all about beliefs and teachings, and then with this we have 2 exams, one looking at the beliefs and teachings of Christianity and one looking at the beliefs and teachings of Islam. In both of these exams, you will be looking at how people worship, why they worship, what the things symbolise. You'll be looking at that in both religions. The third paper is all about the practices of Christianity, so how it fits into modern day. You'll be looking at how Christianity impacts relationships, conflict in the world, and gives you a really good understanding of what's going on in the news. RE is really suitable for people who enjoy the subject, but also if you're interested in why society is like it is at the moment. It gives you an understanding of people's points of view, but also if you're just one of those people that likes to look at ethical issues, likes to see what the different arguments are for different purposes. So that would be the reason you would do RE. As a humanities subject, it leads to a wide variety of different courses. It would let you onto A-levels, apprenticeships, colleges, and onto a degree if you wanted to. It's the skills that you make, like your other humanities subjects. You are writing, you're articulating yourself in essays, you are looking at different evidence, and you will come into your own conclusions and opinions. If you've got any questions about RE, go to the OCR website under RE GCSE. You can email myself, ehorton@kentshillpark.school, or if you want to have a little taster to see what some of the content is like, you can go on BBC Bitesize and have a look at some of the content that you will be covering. Thank you.
Hi, at Kents Hill Park, we'll be providing 2 courses, one the Combined Science, otherwise known as the Trilogy, and the Triple Science course, which is otherwise known as the Separate Sciences. Both are linear qualifications, which means that you will complete your exams at the end of the course, which will be in Year 11. They build upon the Key Stage 3 curriculum content and then covers the National Curriculum Programme for the Sciences at Key Stage 4. It is a double award for the Combined Sciences, which means you will gain 2 GCSEs at the end of the course, which then is based on your overall performance of the 3 sciences that you'll cover. So you'll study biology, looking at cell biology, bioenergetics, organisation. You'll also look at the ecology, chemistry. We'll look at the organic chemistry, quantitative chemistry, atomic structure, the periodic table, physics, forces, waves, electricity, particle model, and atomic structure. For the Triple Science course, pupils will be invited to pursue this particular course. You will achieve 3 GCSEs at the end of the course. The content is very similar to the Trilogy course, The only difference would be is that you would be expected to cover more content, and then this will then therefore prepare you better for those pupils that are looking to study the sciences at A level. In terms of once you've completed your A levels and been to university, the preferred career pathways are medicine, dentistry, veterinary science, either as a nurse or a doctor, optometry, pharmacy, nursing, teaching. Those are you, you could look at research in terms of completing an MSc or a PhD. Should you require any other information about this, please do not hesitate to contact myself and I can talk you through it with a bit more detail. Thank you.
Spanish is an optional subject at GCSE at Kents Hill Park. The course is aimed at any pupils who have studied Spanish in Year 7 and 8 and have an interest in pursuing travel and international career options, in addition to anyone who would like to study languages or international relations, for example, in further or higher education. Pupils considering this subject should already have a strong understanding of the grammar and vocabulary underpinning the language studied so far, and they must be willing to speak in Spanish both in lessons and in smaller group situations. The course content is split into 3 main areas: identity and culture, local, international and global areas of interest, and current and future study and employment. These give pupils a chance to express themselves about a range of topics relevant to young people. The course is assessed through 4 exams taken at the end of Year 11, examining speaking, reading, listening, writing and translation skills. Pathways that can be taken following Spanish GCSE include Spanish as an A level and university courses in either Spanish language, including translation and interpreting, or things such as international relations as part of a wider course. If you want to get any further information on this, please contact me or Senora Betts Murphy and we'll be happy to help you.